What is good, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the WeSportin Podcast. And you're probably wondering yourself, why does the camera look so good? Well, it's because I'm using a Canon camera now. I finally got everything working to the point where I can have myself a Canon camera to use and adjust my clips for. I'm going to move this back a little bit because it's a little too close to my face. But you guys got a close face up. Today on the WeSportin Podcast, we're going to be talking about the NBA. Now, you're probably wondering, Nico, silly the season and my camera's not even focused. And you're probably wondering, why are you doing NBA, Nico? Well, I'm doing the NBA because why not? Okay. And there's only going to be three things I will be discussing. I will be discussing who will make the finals, the hot streak of the Utah Jazz, and LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets. Now, first things first, let's get it started right here. LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets. I think a lot of people expected LaMelo Ball to be very, very good. Now, it's like, how good did you really think LaMelo Ball was going to be? That's the real question here today. And at the end of the day, At the end of the day, it's like LaMelo Ball, they were like, oh, Anthony Edwards is going to be the rookie of the year. James Wiseman, Emmanuel quickly from the New York Knicks, who's becoming a very good athlete. Everyone thinks it's him, but I honestly think it's going to be LaMelo Ball. He has very much changed it, and I think they're kind of doing the same thing that the Oklahoma City Thunder ran last year. They're running three set of point guards of Terry Rozier, Devontae Graham, and LaMelo Ball. A lot of people were really questioning why they drafted LaMelo Ball just because of the fact they already had Devontae Graham, who was on the rise, and they had Scary Terry, who they signed on a 4-year, $80 million contract to. So, it's like wondering, why did we sign him for that much? Why did we do it? Whatnot. But, besides the point. I think LaMelo Ball is a great athlete. He's a great, player. He's led that Hornets team, and he has become. I mean, he's made centers like Cody Zeller and Bismack Biyombo look amazing out there. And I think that team is going to be a dark horse to maybe make the playoffs this year, just depending on the fact of how they do, because we don't know how they're going to do, and they could either perform very good or very bad. And you never really know how that's going to work in the NBA, just because the NBA is always so like whoa, like a bunch of teams always make it right now. And it's just really weird. But you know what? I digress on that part. Now we're going to move on to the – sorry about that. Now we're going to move on to the portion of – now we're going to move on into the Los Angeles Lakers, and who I think will make the NBA Finals against none other than the Brooklyn Nets. I think the Brooklyn Nets and the Los Angeles Lakers will make the finals together. But here's the thing. A lot of people are wondering why would you say that? Like, why would you think that? Like, there's so many good teams. Like in the West, you have Denver, the Clippers. Why do you think that the Lakers are going to go back to back? Well, here's the thing. We saw last year what they did with LeBron James. We literally saw how they did and how good they did. They did amazing last year in the playoffs. And in the Clippers, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I just don't like the Clippers' chances. I don't like the Clippers' chances at all. But here's my thing. I'm going to actually erase the fact that I said the Brooklyn Nets are going to make the finals. I don't think they actually will. I'm going to actually give it to the Philadelphia 76ers, and I'm going to tell you why. That team has clicked like no other team in the NBA that I've ever seen. First of all, they dumped off Al Horford, which was amazing for them because they did not need so many big men. They're literally they were probably the tallest team in the world. Secondly, they have amazing shooters like Seth Curry, Danny Green. I mean, they have been lights out this season. And Joel Embiid has been playing like an MVP caliber. He's the top 3 MVP voting, I believe, with LeBron and Jokic. And I'm also going to get on the Nuggets too real quick after this. But I can really see the Philadelphia 76ers matching up against the Los Angeles Lakers very, very quickly. And now for the other side, the only team I really can see that can really contend with the Los Angeles Lakers at the moment, I'm just going to be honest with you, I only think it's the Denver Nuggets. I think the Denver Nuggets are just a very good team. Jamal Murray has really shown that he's a madhouse. And you're probably like, well, what about Luka Doncic and the Mavs? At the moment, guys, the Mavs are not even in the playoffs. So if you're going to sit here and tell me that the Mavs are going to be good, they're not. They're not clicking with Porzingis. Porzingis is out with injury. Doncic is just doing it all by himself. Doncic can't carry that team alone, guys. We've seen people like Giannis, who only had Middleton at the time, and they can only go so far, but now we're just seeing Luka on one team, guys. You guys can't do that. Like, you guys can't put the guy on one team and expect to see ultra-rated talent. You're not going to see it. Yeah, Luka's a beast. We all know that. But look, he took it, I think, to a 6-game series last year with the Clippers in the playoffs. He brought it to 6 games by himself, though. So that's a good job for him for bringing it to 6 games. But I only see the Denver Nuggets being in contention for that Western Conference spot. I don't see the Clippers being there either. Now for the big topic of the NBA so far. It's the Utah Jazz. A lot of people are telling me right now that the Utah Jazz are probably the best team in the NBA. Now, do I agree or do I disagree with you? I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm going to say they're about they basically are they faking it or are they taking it? Okay, that's what I'm going to call it. Faking it or taking it. I'm going to say they're taking it. Here's the thing. The Utah Jazz are basically like how the Atlanta Hawks were a couple of years ago. A bunch of guys who can make an all-star team, but there's not one true leader. Is it Gobert's team? Is it Donovan Mitchell's team? I mean, we've seen Mitchell in the past be amazing. We've all seen it. We've all seen Donovan Mitchell be great. It really comes down to if the fact that if that team is playoff contention. I think Quinn Snyder's a great coach. I mean, the first year that Donovan Mitchell was in the league, he took down Oklahoma City in 6 games and then went on to lose to Houston. But a very bright future, obviously, for Donovan Mitchell continuing forward. But the thing is, though, it's not really about like Donovan Mitchell and Gobert. It's more about the depth of that team and the experience. I can see the Utah Jazz being very good. Now, here's my thing on it, though. The teams that they face and when they beat the Lakers obviously, like let's say the last time I think they played the Lakers a couple days ago. They played the Lakers, and did they do good against the Lakers? Yeah, they did good. They did good. They beat the Lakers, but without Anthony Davis, though. Now, honestly, am I going to sit here, guys, and I'm going to sit here and tell you all honesty? Do I think the Utah Jazz are going to make the NBA Finals and they're going to beat LeBron in the conference final? Absolutely not. They're not that good of a team. They will be the 1 seed in the West. I will say that they will finish the year as the 1 seed, but they're going to be like the Hawks and they're going to go to the conference finals and they're going to lose. If they make the finals, guys, that's great for them, but I'm not the guy to sit here and tell you that they're going to make the finals. Their team is very good. They have the best record, I believe, in the NBA as we speak. I don't think they're faking it any longer. I think they're actually being serious and they're actually a very good team. I don't think anyone expected Utah. I think people always expect Utah is always the team that was like the 5-6 seed. No one really expects them to be great, but you know what? Sometimes they'll do it. They'll eventually do good. I just think personally, though, that Donovan Mitchell, he's a great athlete, but I don't think he's ready to take that big role yet. He kind of does remind me of Dwayne Wade a little bit, just a little bit. I'm not saying he is Dwayne Wade, but he does remind me a little bit of Dwayne Wade in his young career, which is good because Dwayne Wade is a great person to, kind of role model yourself in the NBA as. And if Donovan Mitchell can do that, that's great for Donovan Mitchell. I can't wait to see Donovan Mitchell, excel as an NBA player. He's a very great athlete. He's an amazing athlete. I mean, he has a dunking ability like no other. And I think the Utah Jazz could seriously contend in the NBA if they play their cards right, though. I say they should make a couple more acquisitions, though, to their roster. Yes, you have Gobert, you have Mitchell. I think they have Bojan Bogdanovic still. They still have a lot of really core good guys on their team. But it really just comes down to the leadership of that team. If it's Gobert's team or if it's Donovan Mitchell's team, because at this point, I think we don't really know who the true leader of that team is. And it's going to really show on the playoffs who's the real player, who's the real, team leader. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you guys do enjoy. This is my first ever NBA episode that I will be discussing by myself. I will be doing this probably solo for majority of my NBA season. Reason why I did start a little late though is because if you guys know I'm a football content channel and then I'm moving towards basketball, baseball. So I'm trying to do this on my own and try to be able to just extend myself and do good for myself on my channel right here. So yeah, you guys saw right here. There's a little light right here. I recently purchased as well. So yeah, I'm trying to get the setup up, guys. I'm really trying here. So I'm really trying to, bring it out for you guys. But yeah, hey, thank you guys for watching today's episode. The links of the Twitter are going to be down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed and like for more NBA content. And watch out for the stream later on for streaming some Madden with some of my other boys that I got on Xbox. And we're going to be streaming some Madden squads, having a talk. So don't mind joining. All right. I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and peace.